I'm Megan. I've had my car for, well, since 2017. I bought it brand new. I immediately fell in love with it when I saw it. It was in the showroom floor at the Volkswagen dealership, and I had a GTI previously that was totaled, so I was like, I should upgrade, go to the Golf R. So then I did that, and I didn't start modifying it until I think like 2019 when COVID started happening. I just needed a new hobby, so that's what I started to do. I really love hatchbacks. When I was younger, my brother, his first car was a Volkswagen GTI. It was like a Mark 1. And I fell in love with that. And then since then, he kind of stuck with hatchbacks. And I think that's what got me into the hatchbacks. And then I was like, once I bought the GTI, I didn't want to steer away from that. So then after that, I was like, well, the Golf R is here. So, and I did all my research and I was like, this is actually a really good car, like all-wheel drive, sporty, but still like reliable and very like, just a good small car that was a lot of fun. The Golf R is like the staple, I feel. Their GTI is a staple, but the Golf R is obviously in that same realm. So just a fun car. The car is full stage 2 right now, so it has the ECU tuned, the DSG is tuned as well. It's with a company called Equilibrium. Carbon fiber pieces all around to dress it up and everything. I have a downpipe that's catless. I have a catback exhaust. The suspension is on air suspension, so it has the air tank, the compressors. And then the wheels are BC forged. So they're just a forged wheel that are super light. And then obviously the carbon fiber fenders, the hood, all are vented to help keep that heat moving around. I have a intercooler. The rest is more just kind of like show stuff, like there's underglow. The interior, I have a LED steering wheel with the R8 style buttons. I think my favorite part, I have probably two. I think like the tune itself is very fun because it brings the car alive. So like I feel like it's so nice because once you get on it, you're just like instant power and it just feels so good and it handles really well. And then the second thing that is my favorite is probably the trunk setup, just because like the detail that went into that I feel like was very special and very unique, because you don't ever see like a spinning or floating air tank. So the fact that my friend could figure that out and make it work and still have it be functional, I feel like is very uncommon. You see a lot of trunk setups for the air setup that are like very basic, and sometimes they're very faulty because of that. But yeah, I feel like those are my favorite things about the car right now. I won a couple awards. Recently I went to a Gearhead Society show. I won the best VW there, and then I went to Scrape Fest and I won best VW there as well. I didn't start doing shows until last year, and I did one. I won an award at Gearhead in 2021, and it was for like the best top 25. But yeah, I honestly just take it to shows. It's my daily right now, so I'll drive it to work when I have to go into the office, and then it's really just there to have fun with. I didn't want it to be like something that's not reliable or something that I wasn't gonna have fun with. So I've tried to make sure that everything that I do to it is like realistic and reliable because it is my daily. So, but yeah, I just still have fun with it, drive it every day almost, and just get out and go for cruises a lot. And yeah, that's really about it. Before I decided to get into the car scene, I asked a couple of friends of mine who were already a part of it, just kind of like what they thought about it, how it's been for them. The feedback that I received was amazing. Like every person that I asked was like, do it. The car scene is like the best scene you could be in. Everyone's super nice, super supportive. Like you'll never feel more gratitude and more satisfaction out of any other hobby. And so I was like, okay, I'll try it. And once I got into it, I immediately was just accepted, and everyone's very respectful. It's really big. I think that's the biggest thing that I didn't realize is how many people are in it and how serious people take it. So I think that that's cool though, because like having that hobby and that outlet is very, very awesome to have. The next thing for this car is to go full stage 3. So I have a big brake kit for the front, and I just placed the order for the rear one. So I'll upgrade the brakes and then replace the turbo with a big turbo, and I'll probably do like a flex fuel kit so that I can switch between fuels. And then I think that's really about it for the car, because I feel like as far as like the appearance goes, I've gotten that to a place where I'm really happy with it. And then the engine bay, I'm just slowly finishing that. I have a couple of pieces that just need to be installed, and I think the suspension is all dialed in. So I think that's really about it. And then once that's all done, I think I'll just keep it a show car from there on and just kind of have fun with it.